This is part 2 of the shifting the snow data problem. We've already seen very slowly how to calculate the new table of data from the old table of data. So what I want to do here is put the old table in and put the new table in and see what happened to the graph. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the plus sign. I'm going to put in a table. In this table, I'm going to put the original data, which went from 0 to 7. And then the inches were 1 and 2 and 4 and 8 and 5 and 3 and 2 and 1.5. Right, now that's the original snow data. Let's adjust the graph a little bit. We can make it at least connect up the dots. That's not always the best thing to do, but here it's not a bad thing. We can see something, right? So we can at least see that the amount of snow was on the ground was increasing until day 3 and then decreasing until day 8. That's what happened with the original data. Now what I want to put in the second table is, let's actually make a note. Recall that our second function, g of t, equals f of t minus 3 plus 2. Good. Now we're going to make our second table, which is the table we worked so hard to come up with. Now, that table started at 3 and went to 10. So I'm going to go 3, 4, and go all the way to 10. And the y values were the other y values plus 2 each time. And so this is 3 and 4 and 6 and 10 and 7 and 5 and 4 and 3.5. And I'm going to connect up those dots. Good. Now let's just move this over and just see what happened. And just draw a conclusion. No, don't want a table. I want a note, not a table. Making a note. Putting the t minus 3 inside the function, move the whole graph 3 units to the right. Putting the plus 2 outside the function, move the whole graph up 2 units. And that's all I'm going to put here. Putting t minus 3 in for t inside the function. Move the whole graph 3 units to the right. And let's make another note for the more obvious one. Putting a plus 2 outside the function. Moved the whole graph up 2 units. Let's put a little conclusion that the book actually wants us to always make. So, changes inside the function make horizontal changes to the graph. Left and right. And down here we'll change this to what the book wants us to do here. And changes outside the function, like the plus 2 outside the function, make vertical changes to the graph. And that's it. So we know now how to make a table nice and slow. If someone decides us to make shifts, and we see actually, or at least we're starting to see, what happens to the graphs when we make those changes.